Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Monday, June 22nd Kubernetes 119 release team meeting. I'm Jeremy. I'll be your host today. This meeting is recorded, and because we are part of the Kubernetes community, this meeting is governed by the Kubernetes Code of Conduct, which essentially boils down to be excellent to one another. I've dropped the link to the agenda into the chat. Please add your name to the attendees if you're joining the meeting today. And with that, we will kick it off with enhancements with Nabarun.
Hi everyone, hope you all had a good weekend. So enhancements is green as of now. We are tracking 43 enhancements with 13 in alpha, 18 in beta, and 12 in stable. Other than that, one enhancement got deferred today. So the OP told that they would not be able to make it in 1.19 and they want to be deferred to 1.20. So we have deferred the enhancement for now.
Awesome.
And that's all on my
Cool. Do you know if that was the only one that was still waiting for the docs PR?
I think for the docs PR, only that was the one. There was the LTS one, which I think got a PR. Other than that, we will be going through all the enhancements over the course of this week or next 1 or 2 days and seeing what is the progress in the other ones.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Does anyone have questions for Nabarun and the enhancements team? All right, let's move on to CI Signal with Daniel.
Hey folks, hope everyone is having a good Monday. We are yellow today. So we have quite a few flaking jobs on master right now. A lot of them are still due to timeouts. So I left some notes here. Notably, conformance GA only started flaking today, which I think Hassam, who's on this call, opened an issue for that. Initially looked like it was failing, but then it recovered. So we're going to keep monitoring that. Rob has been looking into some spiking performance on cost master default. And so I think we're going to keep looking at that as well. Scalability 100 flaked this morning. We haven't seen too many of those, so not too worried about that one. There was a comment on Ubuntu Master Container D about marking a kubectl test that's been flaking really regularly as just flaky, and then kind of not worrying about it because it's basically a non-deterministic test. But if that's the case, it doesn't really make sense too much to have that on master blocking. So I think that's still being explored, but you can see the conversation in the issue there. GC conformance master just had one flake. I'm not too worried about that. And then the kind tests have gotten increasingly flaky over the past few weeks. They are being monitored and they're still giving a decent signal, but we're going to try and get that a little bit more under control, especially the kind IPv6. That's been pretty red lately. Node kubelet master, if y'all remember a few weeks ago, was having a lot of issues, and it's been a lot better since then, but the flakes have kind of started to pick up there, most of it due to timeouts. SigNode has kind of bootstrapped its own testing effort over there, where they're doing a bit of kind of CI signal work and investigation on their end, so we really appreciate that. And I believe they are looking into it during that time, which I believe is also on Mondays. On master informing, we have 4 failing jobs, same ones we've been talking about for the last week. OpenStack job, that one is related to how they're setting up the cluster that the conformance tests are running on, and that is being investigated in their Slack channel. Cap A, there's expected to be a PR today to get that running again. That job is not even starting up right now. So we're getting no signal there, but it looked like they were getting close there. Other than that, it's just our beloved Windows jobs, which we continue to press them on.
Great, thanks. Is there anything that we can do to help you guys be more successful? Anything blocking you that we can help with?
I don't think so right now. We've been pretty good about reaching out and pinging folks. The team, the CI Signal Shadows have been really great at that, so we appreciate that a lot. One thing just to note, spoke with SIG testing this morning. We've kind of been SIG testing has seemed to get applied to a lot of issues that aren't necessarily owned by them, because it just kind of feels like sort of a catch-all when a flaky or failing test is observed. And that's definitely not a sustainable way. It doesn't help us triage. So just if you've been noticing that, if you're on SIG testing, you can expect that to be cleaned up in the future as we try to be a little bit better about who we're assigning to issues.
Awesome, thank you. Any questions or comments for bug triage? Or sorry, for a CI signal. Okay, thank you so much, Daniel. Let's move on to bug triage this time with Karen.
Hey, we saw a bunch of the PR issues are staying, or the PR numbers are staying the same. The issues jumped over the weekend. I'll catch up in Slack and see what's going on there. Otherwise, I think we're still at yellow. We don't have, we do have a couple critical issues, but we don't see the numbers going down overall. That's about it. Yep.
Okay. Any questions for bug triage? All right, thank you. Docs. With Mikhail.
Now I should be, you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Nice. Current status is green. We have basically all the enhancements that should have placeholder PR have that, which is 31. 4 of them are ready for review, and we are working towards next deadline, 6th of July. Yeah, so it looks good.
Cool. Do you have any concerns about the ones that have the placeholder but aren't ready for review yet? Do you think anything we can do to help out there?
Right now, I don't think so, but we will, of course, just ping you or just give you a heads up if we need that. I haven't heard that we have any like problems of that right now, but yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Any questions for the docs team? All right, thank you. Let's move on to release notes with Adolfo.
Hi, so we're green since we'll be pretty much waiting for the next unreleased to cut, and there have been no changes in the release notes front.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you. Any questions for the release notes team? Okay, moving on. Do we have anyone from the comms team online?
Hi, this is Kendall Roden. I'm one of the comm shadows, so I can cover.
Sure, go for it, Kendall.
Yeah, so we're still green. The CNCF is updated in accordance with the new release timeline, so that communication's happened. We're essentially just still reaching out to people about feature posts. So if you've gotten a ping from us on Slack, definitely keep that in mind and try to respond to that. I'm hoping to get those locked down within the next week or so, and then we'll get drafts later in the process. And then I think officially want the things to be cleared basically on the release timeline. And then got the first input for the release blog. So everything's moving pretty well on our end.
Awesome, thank you so much for that update. Any questions for the comms team? Great. Release branch management. Sasha, do you have any updates for us?
Hey, yeah, we are green as well, and we do not have any updates since the last meeting.
Okay, awesome. Any questions for release branch management? Great. Moving on to Emeritus Lead with Tim.
Hey folks, the main update is that last week we did finally hold our meetings for the shadows, just had some general chat about how things work and kind of supplementing folks' knowledge and understanding of the process with release team and SIG release and fanning out into Kubernetes, and also a lot of talk just about how kind of you grow and do more things in the community beyond release team. So yeah, just having those sorts of conversations, I think it was constructive. Hopefully everybody got something out of it, and that's it for now.
Awesome, thanks Tim. Any questions for Tim? Great. So next update from me. We obviously have two upcoming deadlines. The first will be Monday, July 6th, and that is the docs deadline. So all the docs should be ready for review at that point. And then that's Monday. And then on Thursday, July 9th, code freeze will begin. So we'll need to have all of the PRs for the enhancements ready to go by that point. Any questions about those upcoming dates? Okay. SIG scalability update. Looks like we haven't had one since the last meeting, so we'll leave it at that. And with that, we'll open it up for open discussion. Just a quick reminder, if you have encountered anything during this release that you think is worth mentioning, the retrospective doc is open. It's great to add them now rather than waiting till the end, just so they're fresh in your mind when you go to write them down. The retro doc is linked inside of the agenda. And with that, we'll just open it up for open discussion. If anybody has any questions or any concerns about the upcoming milestones or anything that we can do to help the teams out. Awesome. With that, I guess we'll just end the meeting early today and give you back some of your time. If there are any questions, feel free to reach out on the SIG release channel or to DM Taylor or Bob or myself, and we can get things straightened out if you run into any problems. Awesome. Well, everybody have a great afternoon, morning, evening, whatever it may be for you, and have a great rest of the week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Bye.